Welcome to the interview for Melanated Mothers Month. We have a very special guest here in the house. We're very appreciative of you coming out.
Sure.
If you can please introduce yourself and let the people know who and what you are.
Certainly. My name is Carrah White, mother of three, 2 boys, 1 girl. Been in Tampa all my life. Glad to be here.
Okay. Tampanian.
That's right.
Okay, I didn't know that.
T-Town.
That's what's up. We can relate then. Me too. All
Nice.
right. So, like I said, give thanks again for coming out. When I reached out to you, you responded just like, we were going to run it last year, but of course had some hiccups. And reached out to you again and you agreed. So, very appreciative for your time.
Yeah, for sure. Glad to be here.
Yes. One thing I want to get into with you and interested in hear what you got to say. How do you feel about just the state of like Black women today? I personally feel like the platform that we raised with Melanated Mothers Month was just to amplify the voices. I don't feel that it's enough of the voices being amplified of the platform for Black women. In relation to that, what do you feel is the current state of Black women just in the modern world right here, right now?
I feel like we're making a lot of progress. I'm proud of us. I don't feel like we have enough recognition. Like you said, our platform is very small. We have a lot of people telling our stories, and the way the stories are told are not really indicative of reality.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I see it. I see the reality.
Okay.
And I'm proud of us.
Interesting that you said not indicative of reality. If you can just expound a little bit on what you mean exactly by that.
Yeah, like as it pertains to motherhood, like I know the generation before us, I wouldn't say failed us, but there were a lot of things that happened in our generation that we are aware of now and are trying to do better. Like for example, spankings, educating our children on, like I know for me, and I know a lot of my other women that are my age, our mothers really didn't even tell us about when our cycle came. It was like we had to figure it out on our own. Birds and the bees. Just don't do it. It was no real discussion about it.
Yeah.
But now a lot of us are aware of, and not afraid of the conversation, and helping to raise better daughters and better children overall.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I think that's something big with Black people in general.
Yeah.
And I'm of course I'm not a woman, but I can imagine because this is something that helping a part of your anatomy, just a part of your womanhood, going from girl to womanhood, and nobody really set you down and tell you nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then you just got to figure it out. So I definitely applaud you, like you say, keeping this in mind for your children going forward. And that's how you get better through time.
That part. We're changing generations, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
But like I said, I see it.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. We still have things we need to work on, as we all do. But, we're making progress.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about motherhood now. How many children you say you have?
3. I have 2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay. Could you share the ages in mind?
Yeah. I have a 16, a 10-year-old, and a 6-year-old.
Okay. So, okay. So you got like younger, middle,
yes,
and
okay. Yes, they give me a run for my money.
Okay. So if you can just elaborate like your level of education, like through motherhood compared to when you had your first child and to, your most recent child, like what's the biggest differences that you saw just from experience that you gained, and something maybe you can pass on to other mothers coming up?
Yeah, I think age matters for sure. I had my first child when I was like 19, 20, on the heels of me thinking the way to discipline was spanking and all of that kind of stuff. And again, because I was still so young, I didn't have the patience. And there's, yeah. So I think age plays a huge part in that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, now that I'm older and wiser and have more patience, I can definitely see the difference between my 16-year-old and my 6-year-old.
Yeah.
So, you know, and that comes with having the conversation about the birds and the bees and your hormones and relationships and your role as a woman and femininity and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you know better, you do better.
Straight up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and you only know unless somebody tells you. Otherwise, society raises you.
Yes.
So, you know, you grow up thinking we're sold this dream of this White House and picket fence, and you go out thinking, okay, well, my boyfriend is going to be my husband. Negative. So, negative.
Oh, man.
So, your intentions are right, but...
Yeah. You just don't know.
You just don't know.
I definitely recognize somewhat what you said, because coming from like boyhood to manhood, we didn't know specifically how you just put it, but we had a sense that, like for instance, I noticed that girls were like, they would really like hard.
Right, they try to lock it down.
Like really like
first week,
like
we in
real,
this.
like, you know, like, hey, and they like, wait, we together, you know, and I see like, they was like, damn, I can see and feel like her whole world kind of wrapped up in me. Like it was like more serious to her than it was to me.
Right.
You know, and then you know, not knowing any better and raised in a selfish world, we took advantage of that.
Yeah. Even though a lot of us maybe had brothers,
yeah.
You know, a lot of girls might have brothers in the same household. We weren't aware that we weren't given the same message. You know, girls were told, you know, hey, you need to find a husband or be a good girl and this and that. But boys were given the opportunity to live it up, you know, do your thing. And so in the real world, there was mixed messages. And so you have this dichotomy of... which brings a lot of turmoil too. That part.
So, okay, specifically, like you said, like, what are some of the effects that you notice, like you say, being younger, like the differences in how little boys raised, how you just pointed out, compared to how little girls raised? From your own experience, like what were some of the effects that you experienced or maybe seen firsthand because of this happening so young, and then when you grow up, what the effects you see from that?
I see it as, like you said, women being taken advantage of, and not even necessarily taken advantage of. It's just, you know, as a result of us not knowing, you have a lot of broken homes. You have a lot of children that are born out of this energy of mixed messaging. And you have a lot, and it resonates with girls not really knowing who they are because we weren't given that opportunity. We had to fit into this box of, like I said, you have to be a good girl, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't wear this, and you can't, you know, and so. You know, but boys, again, were given a chance to live it up and find themselves and know who they are and this and that, while we were trying to be somebody's wife and mother and being sold a dream.
Yeah.